Today was a little bit crazy. Okay, overall bias. For today, we had London take out Asian lows and come back up, but did not take out Asian highs on MES. And then same thing for MNQ. We did not take out Asian highs. For daily bias, because we swept here, but then we came up and took out previous London highs. I didn't really have one, to be honest. I was just gonna see how market. I was just gonna see where market manipulated to, then reverse. That was basically the bias. Um, Price opened up relatively bullish. Price ended up booming, and we instantly pushed up above these highs, and then same on MQ and MES. Uh, I was looking at the charts and I was like, well, this is technically an S&T. Like these, what was it? No, was it? It was beneath. I forgot what I was looking at. I'm not retarded. Was it these highs? I don't know, but like with once you're like zooming so far out, I don't think there's an SMT. Like it has to be in the relative, like especially on the smaller time frame, it has to be close, like one of these highs, most recent highs that are made, or most prominent highs. So I didn't really see any SMTs. We ended up seeing some down candles. And we had this fair value gap that we tapped into, but we didn't like cleanly go through it. And then we finished through it again. Then I'm like, okay, well, there's one confluence, and I don't count the SMT because I don't think there was one. And then we tapped into this gap. And now I have my covers to the downside, and then our 5 minute retrace, and then tap into gap continuation. Honestly, I haven't. I think a lot of the times I wait too much to take a trade. I want like a lot more confluence, but price is just moving, and I think these two 5 minute confluences, it doesn't seem like it's enough, but it has been enough. And then I think I should just wait on the 1 minute, see bearishness out of it, like we just did here. Boom, bada boom, sell. Okay, we're retarded. Sell on MES, please. MES. Sell. And stop loss above the fair value gap. 21 ticks. And I think that would be the best entry. And then obviously I'm pretty sure this will play out. Yeah, we're obviously in this trade for a while. Well, news actually hits. I'm not going to do this. But instead of doing that, I decided to wait. Because we just, that's another thing I want to have answered. And I was going to talk to my friend about it, but he ended up not coming over today because his girlfriend surprised him with a visit. That won't happen again. But I saw price go down, up, down, up. And it's like 20 minutes of price action that's just choppy. And it's like respecting these gaps while respecting this gap up here. And then at that point, I was like, oh, I'm not really willing to trade. I wasn't willing to trade, but I ended up doing it anyways. I was in like my AE after trading in second block, and it was like 1040, and we got this SMT here above these highs, and I'm like, I'm going short. And I was looking back on this, it's so retarded because it's past my time. I only have one confluence. I like, I didn't even want to go to the downside, and it barely, it goes down and barely comes back up. And so I moved my stop because we took out these 5 minute lows. I had 5 minute S&T. I'm like, all right, well, that's technically break even, or I'm up, I was up like 20 ticks. So I was like, all right, let's break even. I moved it to this second high. Price decides to make another S&T. MES just barely stays below this by like a tick. And then price proceeds to do this. God dang. I'm pretty sure Trump released new or said something about releasing tariffs on China, which caused this absolute maniac of a drop. I think it was around 800 ticks in total, which is absurd. Amazing time to buy. Um, and with him reinstating these tariffs, I honestly hope the market crashes because then my money will be dumped into it. And honestly, there was this one video on like someone who leveraged QQQM. I don't know exactly how leveraging works. I don't know if there's a time frame you have to do it within a certain month, or you have to do it within like whatever, and how the money works. But I would definitely look into leveraging QQM when it's down or it's going through like a month or two of a correction, because then it's just gonna go right back up like it did, like actually what it did in April. Here, let's go to April. It's April. Yep. You had 1, 2, 3, 4. You had about 2 months and a half, 2 months of downturn, and guess what? Right back up. All time highs came down, right back up. Yeah, there's always some sort of retrace during the fall. I feel like September, really August through November. Um, but yeah, I mean that would just be lucky, and I would have passed my account if because I had 6 contracts of MES, which isn't anything crazy, but like with that high tick of a move, I would easily pass my account. But I'm glad I got stopped out because now I'm gonna have to work harder for it. Because if I would have just passed off that and not would have had to like do anything or improve, I would have probably just blown it anyways. But overall, bad day. Didn't lose much, but horrible day. Should not be trading past 10:30. I mean, if I'm like halfway in the trade, like price is still developing, I'm fine with staying on longer. But when it's 10 past 10:30, I just hop in the charts. I just seen S&P enter off it. Like that's just steep. And I should have entered off the 5 minute retrace and then put stops above the fair value gap, which I will start doing after today. So I've seen it twice now. Market has proved to me twice that it happens. So I see the trend. I'm gonna add to my rules, and I will now follow it. Um, that's pretty much it today. 50 views, 2 subscribers. One day it's gonna be a lot higher. I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, I'll see you Saturday or Sunday. Peace out. Sleep well.